Notice how the story of Jonah begins. The word of the Lord came to Jonah. God is up to something, and he wants Jonah to take part. He wants Jonah to head to the city of Nineveh, home to his people's biggest and baddest enemies, and he wants Jonah to call them out. Just one problem. Jonah wants nothing to do with it. No thanks. Time out. I'm gone. Actually, Jonah sails. He finds a ship going to Tarshish, which sounds like a sneeze. God bless you. Do you need a Kleenex or something? And heads in the opposite direction of where God wants him to go. And here's where we get our first glimpse of what this story is all about. You could call it one of the major themes. Are you ready for it? You might want to write this down. You can't outrun God. He's got faster legs, better shoes, and he's God. God chases after Jonah by sending a storm to his boat. Everyone on board is scared and begins praying for rescue, except for Jonah, who is sleeping. Sensing that this snoozing stowaway might have something to do with the storm, the sailors wake him up and they ask Jonah who he is. And this is Jonah's response. I am a Hebrew and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven who made the sea and the dry land. And now we have another one of the major themes in this story, the fear of the Lord. Now, when you hear that phrase, fear of the Lord, don't be confused. It's not so much talking about this, as it is talking about this. Whoa. Wow. The fear of the Lord is about awe, wonder, and worshipful respect for the power of God. And in this story, everybody seems to have it except the one guy who's supposed to have it, Jonah. But think about it. How can you say that you love and respect the God who made the sea when you're trying to sail away from him on the sea? That makes no sense. But that's Jonah. The sailors are looking for a way to stop the storm. And Jonah says, pick me up and hurl me into the sea, and then the sea will quiet down for you. For I know it is because of me that this great tempest has come upon you. Now, don't be fooled. This is not Jonah being a good guy. This is not Jonah being sacrificial. This is Jonah running away. Again, this is Jonah still refusing to fear God and obey his command. What he should have said is this: guys, I know how to stop the storm. Take me to Nineveh. But no. What does he say? Kill me. That's right. Jonah would rather drown. He would rather die than do what God says. Jonah thinks that by being tossed overboard, he'll be able to save the sailors and still avoid obedience. As Jonah sinks into the water, waiting to die, he sees something large coming toward him. And just as Jonah is about to drown, a fish swallows him whole and saves his life. Yeah, I know, crazy. But it just goes to show you what we said before. You can't outrun God. Whether you're fleeing to Tarshish or cannonballing into the ocean, he's got faster legs, better shoes, and apparently he can swim. The guy just doesn't give up, which, if you think about it, should make us say, wow. Man, wow.